Hi everybody, have a wonderful day. In this video talk about Lenovo Legion R45w-30 monitor review. Subscribe our channel for future updates. Lenovo's Legion R45w-30 monitor is an excellent ultra-wide monitor with tons of features that'll help you feel the action while playing games. There's nothing wrong with a traditional flat panel gaming monitor, but if you're a serious gamer with a ton of desk space, then you know that picking up an excellent ultra-wide monitor is the way to go. Ultra-wide monitors can help you see more of your in-game action and help you feel like you're in the game. They're also good for productivity since you can fit more things on your screen at once. So, the best ultra-wide monitor is one that ticks both of those boxes. This brings us to the Lenovo Legion R45w-30, which is a massive, impressive 44.5-inch monitor and one to consider if you want to buy your first ultra-wide monitor. It packs a crisp 5120x1440 resolution, a fast 170Hz refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time, and tons of connectivity options that can make it your central hub for any task. Of course, the size and the elongated stand make it bulky and tricky to set up, but those are two things I didn't mind since it meant I could enjoy my favorite games better than before. Lenovo provided a Legion R45w-30 monitor for the purposes of this review, and it had no input into its content. Lenovo Legion R45w-30 monitor, price and availability. Currently, the Lenovo Legion R45w-30 monitor is only available through Amazon. I don't see it listed on Lenovo's website or any other retailer. It costs $953, but supplies appear to be limited. Design: big, hefty, and plastic. The minute the Legion R45w-30 monitor arrived, I knew I was in some trouble. This is a hefty monitor, just like others in its class. It requires two people to set up since it's so huge. The monitor is all plastic, but it's still chunky at nearly 26 pounds. Taking out the plastic base and attaching the arm and the monitor doesn't require any extra tools, but you'll need extra muscle to lock it into place on the VESA mount. Otherwise, the Legion R45w-30 monitor has a sophisticated look that can fit in anywhere. You won't even know it's a gaming monitor. It's all black, with small bezels along the side and a thin bottom chin. The plastic collects a lot of fingerprints, though, which is highly annoying. The monitor arm is also pretty big and thick, but it has a cool triangular printed finish. The most obnoxious aspect, though, is the stand. It's open, with triangular cutouts, but it's a bit too wide for my liking. It even has rubber on the feet to keep it stable, although it fell off during my setup. Interestingly, though, Lenovo makes use of the space since the stand has room for you to house a phone. I've seen this on other Lenovo monitors in the past, so this is a nice treat. There's a little wiggle room to adjust the monitor to your liking. You can't fully rotate it vertically, and like any other monitor these days, it can tilt and pivot. It can swivel left and right to 30 degrees, and tilt forward and back between 5 and 22 degrees. If you want, you can also lift it up and down 5 inches. Ports: your new hub for work and play. The Legion R45w-30 monitor is extremely well connected. You can use it for anything you want, though not all devices will support its maximum resolution. There are a lot of ports on board, all of which are in the rear: 2 HDMI 2.0 ports, DisplayPort 1.4, USB-C upstream, USB-B upstream, an RJ45 jack, 3 USB-A downstream ports, and an audio out jack. This monitor even supports KVM functionality. Using the same monitor for my Surface Pro 8 and my Surface Laptop Studio with a single mouse and keyboard was cool. You can also split two sources side by side through USB-C or DisplayPort. I split my PC with my Mac, for example, thanks to great picture-in-picture modes. Along with the power connector, Lenovo only includes a DisplayPort cable and a USB-A to USB-B cable in the box. HDMI would have been better. There are also two 3W speakers, and they do get pretty loud, enough that I didn't have to connect my desktop speakers. Interface and buttons: simple and easy. Premium gaming monitors like this one feature joystick controls, which makes navigating the OSD easy. Pressing up changes the speaker's volume, pressing left and right changes the brightness, and pressing down on it will bring you to the main menu. There's also a dedicated button to get into the game mode and a button to switch sources. It doesn't get any easier. The OSD is pretty simple, too. It's a vertical menu with game, screen, color, port, and menu settings. The menu has 3 columns, 2, with each one showing a preview of what's to come next. You get plenty of nifty gaming features, and the monitor even supports Lenovo Artillery software, should you want to tweak things without touching buttons. Some examples include the option to overdrive the response times, enable MPRT and adaptive sync, see the refresh rate, and even overclock the display. You can also adjust HDR settings, enjoy full levels of dark boost, and enable DCR. There are even different game modes, like standard, FPS, racing, and a custom option. All these options ensure no matter how you play, your monitor will have the right settings for you. Color accuracy and performance. You'll be so into your games. When I took the Legion R45w-30 monitor for a spin, I kept it configured just like how it came out of the box and hooked it up to my favorite Surface, the Surface Laptop Studio, to play Forza Motorsport. I hooked it up via DisplayPort with the standard 165Hz refresh rate and full 5120x1440 resolution. Other settings include game settings, game mode set to standard, overdrive set to level 2, MPRT set to off, adaptive sync set to auto, screen setting, brightness set to 75, contrast set to 75, DCR set to off, HDR set to audio, dark boost set to level 4, color settings, color temp set to warm. The experience I had during testing was nothing too short of jaw-dropping. I hopped into a race in rainy conditions, and the raindrops hitting the windshield looked very realistic, right down to the streaking effect they left as the wiper moved them away. The monitor also reproduced colors well, which I saw when the gauges on the dashboard lit up. Plus, the ultra-wide resolution means I could actually look up in mirrors, and to the left and right, just like I was in the seat of the car myself. It doesn't get any more realistic than this. I also used this monitor for work. I was able to stack 3 full-size Microsoft Edge windows side by side. The text on the web pages was pretty crisp, and most videos came out very clearly, even on just those basic settings. I tested the colors separately, and the numbers are pretty good: 81% of P3, 77% of Adobe RGB, 97% of sRGB, and 72% of NTSC. We usually look for 70 to 80% across the board, so these fall in line with our standards. I wouldn't depend too much on it for photo editing, though, as even with HDR support, the Adobe RGB spectrum is a bit lacking at 77%, but that is forgivable since this is a gaming monitor. Should you buy the Lenovo Legion R45w-30 monitor? You should buy the Lenovo Legion R45w-30 monitor if you want an ultra-wide monitor. You want a monitor with a lot of gaming features. You need a monitor with a fast refresh rate. You shouldn't buy the Lenovo Legion R45w-30 monitor if you're on a budget. You're not too keen on big monitors. My daily monitor is a 4K flat panel 120Hz gaming monitor, but the Lenovo Legion R45w-30 monitor has made me an ultra-wide convert. It has a really crisp resolution and is packed with features useful for gaming and work. The monitor also looks great, and the joystick controls make fiddling with it quite fun. If this cool monitor is on your wish list, or you're thinking of getting into the world of ultra-wide monitors, it's a must-buy. Thanks for watching this video. What you think about Lenovo Legion R45w-30 monitor?